dear students. So in the last class we had discussed the expression for inductance due to a toroid and the coaxial cable, and the today's topic of discussion is the magnetic energy stored in an inductor, or the expression for magnetic energy. Okay, so the topic of discussion is expression for magnetic energy. Okay, so this is the topic of discussion today. So before starting the derivation of the expression for magnetic energy, I would like to discuss that what is the magnetic energy stored in an inductor. Okay, so we need to discuss this. Magnetic energy stored in an inductor. Okay, now if we talk about the differential work done or energy, so dW can be written as voltage into current into differential time. Okay, now if we integrate it, so dW equals to VI dt. Okay, now this V can be written as, since the V equals to what? For an inductor, if we talk about the V voltage, that is L di by dt. Okay, so that we can substitute here. So this will be your W, and W will be equal to how much? In place of V we can substitute L di by dt. So it is L di upon dt and multiply by this I and dt. Okay, now this dt and dt will be cancelled out. So we have W equals to Li and di. So this integration, we have to integrate this with respect to I, because di is the integrand. Okay, so this L is constant, so we can take it out. So L we have taken out, and I di. So what is the integration of I? It will be I square upon 2. Okay, and so the expression for W is half Li square. So this is the expression. So this is magnetic energy stored in an inductor. This is not the expression for magnetic energy. The expression for magnetic energy means the energy stored in magnetostatic field, that we will derive now. This one is what? The magnetic energy. This is this one. Magnetic energy. This is the expression for magnetic energy stored in an inductor. That is half Li square. The expression for magnetic energy that we are going to derive now with the help of this. Okay. So let us proceed towards deriving the expression for magnetic energy. But what we have derived now? So we have derived that magnetic, the same expression which we have derived, half Li square, that I am writing. The magnetic energy stored in an inductor. In an inductor is given by this Wm equals to half Li square, and let it be equation 1. Now consider a differential volume in a magnetic field. Okay, so we will consider differential volume in magnetic field. So let us draw this. Let this see the coordinate axis, that is x, y and z. Okay, now so we have considered a differential volume, okay, in a magnetic field. We have considered a differential volume in a magnetic field as shown, and let the volume be covered with conducting sheets. Okay, so this volume is covered with the conducting sheets at the top and bottom. So this one is covered with conducting sheets at the top and bottom. Okay, now the current in the conducting sheets, these are the two conducting sheets. Okay, these are the conducting sheets at the top and bottom of this volume. Okay, and the current is del I. Okay, the current in the conducting sheets is del I. So del I is the current in the top and bottom conducting sheets. Okay, now this one is what? This is along x-axis, so the differential volume we represent, this one is what? Del x. Okay, this particular dimension is along y-axis, so this one is what? Del y. Okay, and this dimension is along this z-axis, so let this be del z. So the volume will be del x, del y and del z. This is differential volume. Okay, now let us proceed further. So each volume has an inductance. Each volume has an inductance, and that is del L equals to del psi upon del I, because psi equals to Li, this phi equals to L into I, we know it, where phi is the flux. So this, in this case, if it is differential, so we have represented it with del psi. Okay, so del psi equal to L into I, so del L equals to del psi upon del I. Okay, now what is psi? This is flux. So in terms of the flux density, we know that B equals to what? Phi upon A. So from here phi equals to what? B into A. So here also del psi equals to how much? It will be equal to B into A upon this del I. Okay. Now what is area? If we talk about this area, What is area? The area is del x into del z. Okay, because this is the area enclosed in between the conducting sheets. Okay, so this b can be written as mu into h. Okay, b can be replaced as mu into h, and this area is equal to this del x del z upon this del I. Okay, okay. Now from Ampere's law we know that h dot dl equals to I. Okay, so here also we can write del I equals to h dot dl. So h is h and dl, in place of dl we can write h del y. Okay, so let it be equation 2. Okay, del I can be written as h del y. Okay, now substituting this equation 2 into equation 1. Substituting equation 2 in equation 1. So this del m, this magnetic energy stored will also be differential. So we can write del Wm equals to half, this L will also be differential, so half del L and del I square, and equals to half, and what is the value of del L? Del L is mu h del x del z upon del I. Okay, so that we can write here. So it is mu h del x del z upon this del I will be how much? So upon this del I and multiplied by this del I square. Now one power will get cancelled. So now it is equal to del Wm equals to half mu h del x del z so half mu h del x del z into this del I. So del I, in place of this del I we can write h del y. Okay, so it is h del y. Now the whole expression is how much? This is half mu h into h, it is h square, and del x del y del z, this is del x del y and del z. Okay, so this del Wm equals to how much? Half mu h square del x del y del z. Now what is this del x del y del z? If we see in this diagram, this is the volume, length, breadth, height. So it is the differential volume which we have considered. So this del Wm can be written as half mu h square and then del v. Okay. Now the magnetostatic energy density. The magnetostatic energy density is defined as Wm equals to del Wm upon del V, limit del V tending 0. Okay, so that we will represent. Now the electrostatic energy density Wm, okay, measured in joule per meter cube, because it is energy density, so that is joules per volume, per unit volume, that is meter cube. So it is defined as, how it is defined, this Wm equals to limit del V, volume tending 0 is very small volume, and this del Wm upon del V, and this is equal to half mu h square. Why? Because just now we have derived this del Wm equals to how much? Half mu h square into del V. Now if we take this del V here in the denominator, so del Wm upon this del V, then what will be left in the RHS? Half mu h square. So that we have written here. Okay. Now, hence this Wm equals to half mu h square, and that is equal to half into mu h and into h. So this mu h can be written as b, because b equals to mu into h, so it is half b dot h. And also, so one for one the magnetic energy density Wm can be represented as half b into h, and in the another way we can also represent this Wm equals to b square upon 2 mu, because if in place of this h we represent b upon mu, so what will be there? B square upon 2 mu. So thus the energy in a magnetostatic field in a linear medium is given by this Wm equals to this Wm dV. Okay, so finally we can write Wm equals to half integration of this v dot h dV, because this total energy in a magnetic static field in a linear medium is defined by capital Wm, and that is equal to small wm, this which we have derived, and the volume integral of this magnetic energy density. So simply this small wm equals to half bh. So the energy in magnetic static field in a linear medium can be represented as this integration of this wm, means total energy. Okay, so this half bh can be integrated, the volume integral, so it can be written as wm equals to this, and it may also be equal to half integration of this mu h square dV. From here we can see this mu h square, okay, half mu h square, so the volume integral of this. So this one is the final expression for energy density in magnetostatic field. Okay, so this one is the very important topic from the viewpoint of examination also. And since the derivations are very complex and it involves a lot of substitution, so I would like to suggest all the students to derive it on paper by yourself, and it will help you in practicing as well.